Did you know that improved public transit can lead to higher employment rates, increased earnings, and reduced poverty rates? I'm Ken Jennings, and I've teamed up with Community Transit to explore some of the challenges our communities face and share how public transit can be the answer. Join me as we explore the transit effect. Throughout history, public transportation has been a powerful catalyst for cultural and economic growth. In the 1920s and 1930s, as many Black Americans moved from rural southern states to urban centers like New York City, the subway system became integral to the Harlem Renaissance. Public transit connected residents of Harlem to jobs, cultural institutions, and entertainment, fostering a dynamic hub of Black intellectual, literary, and artistic expression. A diverse array of people took the subway to enjoy Harlem's clubs and theaters, supporting its burgeoning arts scene. It's just one example of the transformative power of transit in shaping how people share their cultures and ideas. But public transit hasn't always served everyone equally. The legacy of segregation and discrimination deeply influenced the development of our cities and transportation networks here in the United States. Jim Crow laws enforced racial segregation in all aspects of public life, including transportation. On December 1st, 1955, Rosa Parks made history as buses became the front lines of the civil rights movement. The 42-year-old seamstress was commuting home on a bus from her job in Montgomery, Alabama, when she refused to obey the city's ordinance requiring Black people to sit at the back of the bus and to give up their seats to white citizens.
I felt that the time had come to not take it anymore. I had had enough, and this was truly the end of being pushed around.
While Parks was not the first person to be arrested for resisting these laws, her bravery sparked a movement. On December 5th, about 40,000 Black bus riders, the majority of the city's bus riders, kicked off a year-long boycott of the bus system. This protest was led in part by a young Montgomery pastor named Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Eventually, segregation in public transportation will pass away. Eventually.
Rosa Parks' courage and the Montgomery bus boycott brought national attention to the struggle for racial equality, inspiring other nonviolent protests across the country. By December 1956, the Supreme Court would declare segregation on public buses unconstitutional. It's fitting that such a monumental movement began on a bus. Affordable and accessible public transit helps people get to work and school and meet basic needs like shopping for groceries and attending medical appointments. Research shows that public transit can help address systemic inequities that disproportionately impact people of color, immigrants, low-income households, and people with disabilities. Improved public transit can lead to higher employment rates, increased earnings, and reduced poverty rates in underserved neighborhoods. It can also help close the education gap by providing students with easier access to schools and colleges. In March 2022, legislators in our state passed Move Ahead Washington, which mandates a $17 billion investment in the state's transportation infrastructure. It aims to create a more inclusive and accessible transportation system by addressing the needs of historically underserved communities and enhancing public transit options. The Climate Commitment Act provides funding to public transit agencies across the state to help make transportation initiatives in local communities possible. Here in Snohomish County, this funding is helping to expand accessible and affordable transit options, building communities that work for everyone. One way people can access affordable transit is with an ORCA card. ORCA offers discounted fares for people from low-income households, people 65 and older, and riders with disabilities. Young people 18 and younger can ride for free with a youth ORCA card. With more services connecting people to regional options like light rail, we're seeing how transit can break down barriers and create opportunities for all. Learn more about transit's role in creating more equitable communities and explore the transit effect at ctgo.org/transitmatters.